Welcome everybody back to the Pokemon TCG Center. As you can see, I'm going live right now and we'll be playing a little bit with Golisopod deck featuring Eevolutions. Pretty much just a casual battles on the ladder just to see the possibilities with this deck. Basically, this is a budget version of the deck, mostly. The two most expensive cards, of course, in this build are Tapu Lele-GX, of course. But overall, nothing else in this deck is very expensive. Okay, so I'm starting with one copy of Wimpod against, probably Vileplume on the other side. So there is a Trainer's Mail and an Ultra Ball. Alright, so this opening turn for my opponent is definitely going to be very huge turn and very big turn. Probably he's just gonna discard plenty of cards. Alright, so Ultra Ball for the first rollet in play. There we go. One Shaman and set up for 4 extra cards in this case. I'm just thinking, to be honest, playing my first turn for something like a Tapu Lele for the Bridget for something like another Wimpod, maybe even 2 of them. I'm also thinking about one copy of Eevee, of course, and one copy of Remoraid if auxiliaries in my deck, so I can have that Abyssal hand, mainly for the draw support, because it's very important to keep our hand fresh with fresh resources. Alright, so this is the level ball, and there we go with the Vileplume. So he decided to stack in the front with the Vileplume. Oh, that's very interesting. I mean, in order to retreat Vileplume, you really need like 3 energies. You need to pay somehow 3 retreat cost. Of course, you can always spread some damage counters around the board with the Feeder Arrow. That's definitely possible, but still, you need something much bigger and better. Let's just set up that Tapu Lele for the Bridget. I know that I'm gonna be short for that turn 1 with energy attachment, of course, but I think I'm just gonna be perfectly fine even without it. I also don't see Flareon because it's priced, and that's pretty bad. So let's just put another Wimpod in play. More than that, another Golisopod will enter the play, and I'm just gonna pass my turn for now back to my opponent. Okay, so there was a problem with my mic. Nobody actually didn't tell me. I didn't pay attention. Right now I'm actually back with the commentary. So I have a few options here to do maybe something like energy attachment and the Lysander blade down to his Tapu Lele, and then a Beazle hand and hope to find maybe a float stone, but not gonna happen. I mean, I pulled that double course energy, but I didn't pull my Golisopod, so I'm still having a hard time finding what I need. Probably next turn I'm just gonna go with my Bridget. I mean, I have a few different options. I can go with my Professor's Kukui, but I definitely need second attacker. Yeah, this is definitely ugly. Definitely ugly. Double course energy, another 40 damage counters. Oh, no way. There's a Lysander for my Wimpod. Oh. The good thing is that I can at least preserve that energy, so that's something. I mean, at least I can have energy cards, so that's just fine. I mean, I'm happy with that, definitely. I'm happy definitely to see something like that. Double course energy again. Let's just go with one copy of Bridget so I can actually set proper my bench. I definitely need my Wimpods in play. More than that, I can Beazle hand for one. I really don't want to discard any other item card, at least not for now, so let's just energy drive for like 110. I mean, I could even go up to 130, but it really doesn't make too much sense. And it wouldn't make any difference here with 20 more damage counters. So there we go with the first Garbodor for my opponent in play. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have too many item cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like 140, and with 140, and with the choice band and energy, he can strike for like 170. Being able to strike for 170 is one hit now against my Tapu Lele, so there's another Lysander play, probably down to my Octillery. I would definitely love to see Lysander on my Octillery so I can absorb some damage and just play a Float Stone, escape from the front. No, he decided to strike another Tapu Lele with his energy drive for like the 80. I mean, it's the same thing, but alright. That's his decision. Who am I here to say something against that? So Kukui, definitely for the knockout. Definitely for a knockout. Jolteon and a Sycamore. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 150. So I'm gonna need like an energy card so I can just respond back with a knockout against his Tapu Lele. But probably after that he can just knocks out my Tapu Lele back with his Garbodor. So I might just lose this game, I might not lose this game, so we shall see. One Super Road for my opponent. He decided to recycle his Tapu Lele. There is still everything open. There's a few different options and possibilities how to maybe win this matchup. Of course, let's just put for now that Golisopod in play. I'm also gonna go with the Float Stone. Then I'm just gonna play that Fill Blower so I can discard some other cards. 20, 40, 60, 80, 130, 150, 170. Let's see, maybe Rescue Stretcher to shuffle some Pokemons back into my deck. I can still put that Eevee on the bench. And I have two options. The first one is to take the risk Sycamore for 7. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with the Sycamore for 7 actually. Better chance to pull a double Course Energy so I can actually have that knockout. But the problem is that right now I have too many item cards in my discard pile, and simply he can just knock out with a single shot my Tapu Lele. I mean, I could definitely be a Seeker. I could actually just play maybe Rescue Stretcher for that Tapu. What? He decided to promote a Espeon in the front? You gotta be kidding me doing that. Why in the world would you do that? I mean, he can still retreat, and I hope he's gonna retreat, because if he don't retreat down to his Garbodor, he's gonna just make a huge mistake here. But anyways, I can't power up my Golisopod. Oh, there's another Tapu Lele. Okay, I have that Lysander available, and I can strike for like 110. 110 is the max damage I can do right now with my... yeah, he probably wants just to confuse me. I know that's the tactic for my opponent, but there's a Trainer's Mail. Okay, so he have that Altar of the Moon, so he can have for a retreat. I'm just wondering how much he really needs to realize that he can just trash a Lange for 220 and just take the knockout for the last 2 prize cards. I mean, yeah. Wasn't able to set up my Golisopod earlier in the game, so that's the reason why I lost this matchup. So moving on to the another one. Alright, alright. Let's call the heads. Alright, so starting first with 4 item cards. Already 4 item cards in my opening hand. This is like a nightmare, I mean. But really it is. So I'm just gonna put that XP share because why not? I mean, I can do that in Sycamore for 7. In hope to find that Eevee, but I still don't see the sign of it. But next turn I will have it in play. Not a big deal. But I'm also gonna have that Flareon, which is a very important card. And more than that, let's just pass the turn in hope maybe to see that Field Blower from the other side, so I can maybe have the Choice Band available. Even without a Choice Band, I can strike for like 300 if I have Flareon in play against my opponent, Metagross. So far so good for me, but that Metagross can also be very powerful once he managed to rock and roll. But the good thing is that the Metagross can strike for like 150, and the fact is that I can reduce damage for like a 30, so he can't one-hit knock out my Golisopod. And without being able to one-hit knock out my Golisopod, I think my opponent will have so many problems doing anything significantly in this matchup, to be honest. But we shall see. There we go. So one pure Sycamore for 7, and there is a Ultra Ball, which I kind of like. Alright, so let it be for the first Golisopod. And that's it. There we go. So I can strike for like 80 because he's not GX. I can just do 8 damage counters. I can pull 1 prize card, which is going to be an Ultra Ball. Well, actually, Ultra Ball is a very good card. Ultra Ball is pretty much the same thing as the Lysander as long as I have my Tapu Lele in my deck. And what I'm definitely gonna go to do is I'm just gonna Ultra Ball for that Tapu Lele, set up double Course Energy and Lysander. Lysander, he is Tapu Lele on the bench for 2 prize cards. Well, that's definitely something that I have on my mind. I mean, Golisopod is a very good card and it's very underrated deck. And yeah, he decided to concede, so I guess I'm just gonna move on to another game. I think this card can actually be very good in the future standard format, especially against heavy GX decks. I think I'm gonna play against Volcano in this matchup, just by looking at that loading screen, but I might be completely wrong. We'll see that. Okay, so let's start first and let's see what we can get. Oh, no sign of the basic Pokemon. Come on, starting with the Tapu Lele. Okay, I guess I'm gonna be just fine. Let's see. What do we have here? We have Zoroark on the other side. Means only one thing. He have resistance -20. So I'm definitely gonna go with my Ultra Ball for one copy of Sycamore and that V-Seeker, which means I'm gonna grab my Well, I'm gonna grab just one copy of the Wimpod for now. Energy, of course, needs to be attached down to my Tapu Lele in the front. I'm just gonna play that in. I don't know why, but I feel comfortable doing that. Yeah, definitely time to pass my turn back to my opponent. Next turn, Sycamore for 7, that's for sure. Against Zoroark, you really want to limit your bench space as much as you can. The problem is definitely Moodless Madness. It can be very dangerous because your opponent can simply confuse you. There's a Drampa, which is a good one, heavy hitter in my opponent deck. I'm just gonna go with the Sycamore for 7. He have 5 Pokemons in play. That's so many Pokemons in play. Let's put one Golisopod and another double Course Energy. Actually kind of allows me to take the knockout with my Energy Drive here for like a 60. Actually for 80. I always forget that Tapu Lele will not apply weakness and resistance. That's the good one. The good thing also is that I have Lysander available in my hand. But the bad thing is that he can simply scrap one energy attached from my Tapu Lele-GX easily. Also bad thing is that I don't have Drought Supporter right now available. However, I have that Kukui, which I'm probably gonna just use. There's a teammates. Yeah, that's bad. Hitting me for like a 50, and that's a lot of damage counters. That's a lot of damage counters. Let me see. I can hit for like 40, but I can hit for 40 one of his Zoroarks. And I'm probably gonna just do that. Probably just gonna do that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Tell you what, let's do something like this. Tapu Lele for a Sycamore for 7. Maybe I can find XP Share in the Grass Energy featuring something like a Choice Band, and then I can do plenty of damage counters, but I didn't find actually what I was looking for. But I guess I'm still gonna be just fine. I can do 60. He can strike me with the Zoroark for like 100. Possibly with a Choice Band, he can have double price, or actually knock it against my Lele. So there we go with the N. I just need that XP Share, which is a good one card. I definitely need an XP Share, but I still didn't find it. So no sign of the XP Share yet. There is another Ultra Ball, which might be for Zoroark Break. Oh no, he discarded just one from his hand. So probably for the Espeon. Oh no, it's for the Flareon. Alright. Right now my Golisopod will actually have a weakness. So they're weak on the fire. Just a 20, but I'm losing double Course Energy, which is very valuable resource. But it's okay. For me right now is just fine. I can Energy Drive for the knockout. I also have that XP Share, which is very important. Plus I'm down to 3 cards. Will there be a Remoraid? Nope. But at least there's another double Course Energy, so that's very important. Still he can strike for like 100. And there's a Teammates, which is probably going to be for a double Course Energy, and who knows what, maybe for another supporter card for the next turn. Teammates is a very good card. There's no question about it. Okay, so plenty of tool cards, plus Oranguru for that Instruct, and of course Mind Jack for like 130 will be enough for the knockout. Energy to be transported, and what I need here is pretty much one V Seeker for that Kukui as a top deck, but of course I'm not gonna find that. But I can use my Rescue Stretcher. I can put a Pokemon from my discard pile back into my hand. And I'm just thinking about playing that Hex Maniac for this turn. Or maybe I can Lysander, for example. Yeah, I need Kukui. There's no question about that. Never mind. Let's just surprise opponent for now, and let's deal 8 damage counters with Tapu Lele. I really want to keep my Golisopod for the last prize card or for the last knockout against his Tapu Lele on the bench. Being able to strike for like 150, maybe 170 with help of the Choice Band. Of course, I can also discard my Self Tool. Okay, so another V Seeker. And there we go with another N. Okay, at least I prevented my opponent from using those stand-ins. So if he wants to attack with his another Zoroark, he definitely needs to pay that retreat cost, which is not a small thing. No, he decided to go with his active one. Okay, that's just fine. The top deck for me is a N. And of course, in this case, I'm gonna go with my N. Ooh, Super Road. Nice. Energy Drive for the knockout, of course, no question about that. Going down to 2 prize cards. Next turn he can strike again for like a 70 with his another Zoroark, which will be enough for the knockout. But after that I'm still looking for something like a V Seeker. V Seeker is really all I need. and hopefully I can find one. Alright, so Umbreon is very close to use that Dark Hole GX, probably on the next turn. There's another V-Seeker for N. Oh no, this time for the teammates. Okay. So basically there is only one card that can actually save the game here, and basically that card is a V-Seeker, which I didn't find as a top deck, and I have 3 energies. So I'm just gonna play my Super Rod and recycle back my Tapu Lele, and probably just those Eevolutions. Unfortunately, just 8 damage counters. The good thing is that he can strike for like 10 with his Zoroark. I mean, imagine only 10 damage counters, because I have one Pokemon and I have that armor which can be reduced for like a 30. Still, he can do much more damage counters with his Umbreon. He can strike for like 60, and oh no, he can go for like a weakness. Yeah, because he have Flareon on the bench. Yep, GG. Because he had that Flareon on his bench. Anyways, definitely the card I was short was a V-Seeker, maybe, so I could just, you know, knocks out maybe his Flareon or something like that. Let's move on to another game. Alright, so I'm always happy when I'm starting first, but not with hand like this. I mean, this is like a nightmare, which means if I don't top deck something, I'm probably just gonna lose this game pretty quickly. I mean, I have double Corsair energy, yeah, that's okay. I also have grass energy. More than that, nothing else. Oh, okay, so there's Kukui as a top deck. And I didn't even find nothing with that Kukui, so I'm just gonna pass my turn. The good thing is that I can still next turn V-Seeker for Kukui. Take extra 20 with a double Corsair energy I can have, knock it against his Trubbish. But the bad thing for me definitely is that he can also maybe try Acid Spray and discard maybe possibly energy from my active Lele. But I'm not sure he's gonna try to do that. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna try to attach energy to his Drampa, and that would be pretty much it. Of course, if he's gonna be even able to find energy for that Drampa. So there we go with the Ultra Ball. And that Ultra Ball is for Zorua. And of course, Sycamore for 7. The good thing is that right now I just need a single double Corsair energy on my Tapu Lele so I can one-hit knock at his Zorua. That's just what you really want to see. There's a choice band, of course, and he... Oh, no way. So he passes the turn without... No way. He didn't attach energy card, so that's a good thing. And also that Tapu Lele top deck is a good thing, because right now I can just grab myself Bridget, set up with the Bridget, Remoraid, and 2 Wimpods. Next turn I can have my Artillery in play, and yeah, that's just gonna be perfectly fine for me. Double Corsair energy because I really want to apply some pressure to my opponent, and energy drive for the knockout. So one of his Trubbishes are eliminated. There's a Floatstone. Okay, I still don't have a chance to play that Bridget because I played that Kukui earlier. But still, I have Bridget available in my hand. So I just hope he's not gonna play that M. Alright, another Trubbish and another Tapu Lele. So second Tapu Lele for my opponent. Might be for that N. I mean, I'm not gonna complain even if I see N here, to be honest. It's true that I played my Tapu Lele and I didn't even attach my XP share. Oh no, he decided to go with the teammates, which is an even better card for me. Probably for energy card and maybe for a drop supporter for his next turn. Maybe for something like that. I mean, you can always use just Drampa's first attack and scrap and hit for like a 50, discarding one of my double course energies. That's a pretty big move here, to be honest, but it's not gonna be that effective. Oh, there you go, also with the Zork. I also need to limit my bench space just in case of the Zork, and of course he decided to strike for 50. Well, Bridget to be played, no question about that. I can definitely do that. XP share and my Floatstone. I can put my Flareon in play, but I think it's not time to do that right now. Let's just Energy Drive. Energy Drive for like a 60. I know. It's not even close for the one-hit knockout, but still. I'm just building this matchup very slowly, but that Zork might be a huge threat right now. If he can find double course energy for the knockout. He can do that also with his Zork or with his Drampa, but I would probably do that just with the Zork. I would probably just knock my opponent Lele with the Zork if I am my opponent. Okay, so Field Blower, Floatstone and XP share. Not bad. I still have XP share available. If you don't have double course energy, it's just fine. Even if you have double course energy, well, he can take the knockout against Lele, no problem. He can have it. Nope, just hitting for 50. So 50 more. That's okay because I will have some time to 20, 40, 60. And 60 is 120. Let's see. Maybe we can find something with the Ultra Ball like a Golisopod. And what I can put in play here also gonna be my Flareon. 20, 40, 60, 80, that's 140. Kukui and Choice Band. But with a double course energy, I can have Nugget against his Drampa. Let's just see what we can find with a Beazle hand. There is a double course energy, so let's go all in here. Let's just go all in here. Ultra Ball. And Sycamore for 7. So I just need a Choice Band and one XP share, and I managed to pull both of these cards. There we go. So I'm gonna have enough for the knockout against his Drampa, and the good thing is that after he decided to probably knock me out with his Zoroark, with the Mind Jack, if my XP share will be activated for that energy, I will have teammates available in my hand for the double course energy, which means I'm gonna have enough for the knockout against his Zoroark. Even better, I also have Lysander available, which means I can easily Lysander for his Tapu Lele. And there's a teammates, so that's gonna be the knockout against my Tapu Lele for sure. There's no question about that. I wish I had one less Pokemon on my bench so he can do less damage counters to my Golisopod, but still he can have one hit knockout against him. After the knockout against my Tapu Lele, he can just hit for like 100. Yeah, that's the GG. Actually, this is the moment when I'm losing this game because of the field blower, unfortunately. I'm not gonna have enough resources to recover from that. I mean, I can still knock out his Zork with my Tapu Lele, that's just perfectly fine. Because he already have 20 damage counters and his Zork from the earlier stage of the game. But still, I was hoping for that energy card, mainly. Alright, so let's just play that teammates immediately, if there is not gonna be a double course energy as a top deck, which won't be. Double course energy, and what else? I think I can grab... I think I should actually grab that field blower, to be honest. Because I definitely need to scrap that floatstone and that stadium. Stadium is a not big thing, but floatstone definitely is. Okay, so energy drive for the knockout. Again, very important knockout. I'm down to 2 prize cards, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Again, too many item cards in my discard pile, but anyways, he probably have a choice band available for the knockout for even more damage counters. So yeah, that choice band will be just all he needs, even more than that. That's like 210. Plus, I also have 20 from start of the game. And again, yeah, and again that field blower completely destroys my deck, because I lost 2 times XP share without chance to use advantage of those energies. Oh, so he even play Rockroof? Really? With the Lycanroc? I mean, I really like that. I really like that idea with the Lycanroc, because Lycanroc is actually free Lysander. And that's a pretty cool tech. I mean, I can't say nothing against that. That's a pretty nice tech. Especially if you can find it for the last 2 prize cards. I mean, with the Garbodor and single energy attack, that's just pretty badass. Trash Lanch, and there we go. I just took 210. I mean, 150 was enough. Still, I'm just gonna say I'm not sure how I can actually recover from this game. The first thing I'm gonna do here is gonna be... So he have 3 damage counters. Tapu Lele can hit for like 60, 90. No, I'm gonna be still short for like a 10. Let's just first see what he can put in the front after I play my escape rope. I mean, maybe I can still win the game, but that's just maybe. I need something like a energy and end right now. So can I find it? I can't. However, with the Super Road, I can maybe recycle my Tapu Lele and 2 energy cards. And still he have way too many cards in his hand. I have V-Seeker, which means I can grab myself a teammates. But again, teammates is not a good option in my eyes. I definitely need that. Oh, only 1 energy card, and the last card was a energy card. Okay, never mind. Let's pass. There is still a chance to win this game. I mean, I just need the double course energy and Lysander. However, I do have V-Seeker available, but He also have Garbodor in the front. I didn't have chance to end my opponent, so V-Seeker for the Lysander is all my opponent needs, or even better, he can simply grab that Lycanroc, put it into play, active his ability, and knocks out my Golisopod, and that's the GG. I mean, I'm just gonna concede because there is no point of playing it anymore. Let's do one more game for tonight live stream. Hopefully it's gonna be victory. A little bit unlucky. I'm definitely gonna say that. Opening hands are so bad. Playing this game, from my experience, I mean, I'm playing this game for like last 1 year, at least 3 to 4 matchups on the daily basis. And from my perspective, either way you're gonna get pretty much badass hand or pretty much dead hand like this one. I mean, I do have Choice Band, I do have Sycamore, I do have Double Course Energy. All of these cards can be used, but still, you're just discarding so many good resources that cannot be recycled back, like, for example, a V-Seeker and a Choice Band, which is a very bad thing. Yeah, let's just do something like this. And let it be for that. No way. Right now you're just gonna say, are you kidding? Anyways, time to put another Wimpod in play. Yeah, really it is. And again, I'm passing my turn. So Rembrite is prized. Ninetales is on the other side. The max damage I can do is like 210, but only to the active Pokemon. 180 to any Pokemon in play with a Lysander and Choice Band, if it's the EX or GX. Okay, not gonna complain against this hand. I have Golisopod, there's an Ultra Ball, and the V-Seeker. So he didn't attach energy this turn, which is cool. So I'm just thinking about Ultra Ball for these two supporter cards, taking that Tapu Lele for the Lysander in play and knocking out his Vulpix. This is gonna be right now the most important thing I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna try to knock out his Vulpix before he actually managed to evolve into the Ninetales. There we go. So Resolute Close for like 80. More than enough against his Vulpix. There's a Double Course Energy. Alright. Which means next turn I can also have my energy attachment. Okay, so this time there's a Bridget, which means it's gonna be for much more Vulpixes. So that's just fine. But still, I'm gonna be a Seeker for another Vulpix for the knockout. Yeah, probably I'm gonna do that. Flying Flip will just do 0 damage counters to my active Golisopod, so I think I'm just gonna go with that. Super Road. Double Course Energy, be a Seeker. Actually, let it be better for Sycamore. I need fresh hand. I mean, I'm just gonna hit for 80 his Tapu Koko. Next turn, maybe I can prepare Nugget against his Vulpix. I need second attacker just in case if this one falls down. Aqua Patch is the card that can actually easily help opponent to accelerate those Ninetaleses. But still, Ninetales cannot one hit. Oh, he actually can one hit knock out my Golisopod. 160 minus 30 is exactly 130. Alright, so Mellow. With the Mellow, you can just put any two cards on the top of your deck. And with the Auxiliary, you can just grab them. So you can play something like 2 Aqua Patches, and you can easily grab them with the Abyssal Hand. So probably something like that should gonna happen right now. So there's a second Ninetales in play. The good thing is that he can also snipe with 5 damage counters to my Wimpod on the bench, knocking him out, taking 1 prize card, but after that, that V-Seeker will just work perfectly fine for me, so I can just, you know, strike my opponent for the 1-hit knockout. And the top deck is a Ultra Ball. Again, not something that I would love to see. Anyways, I can have Lysander play, which I'm definitely gonna do. And it's gonna be against his Lele. Ultra Ball for my Golisopod, and this time a Grass Energy will be attached to him. And I'm gonna hit for 180. So down to 3 prize cards means that I simply cannot afford myself to do a single damage counter to his Ninetales, because he can just simply Ice Pad GX all damage counters down to me. So you really want to do that. Really don't do that. So anyways, Ultra Ball for Tapu Lele probably. If there's gonna be another Tapu Lele, I'm gonna be happy to see something like that. But probably right now he's just gonna grab Tapu Lele for N and enemy down to 3 cards. Still something like a V-Seeker will work perfectly for me, especially if he missed opportunity to Aqua Patch and 1-hit knock on my active Golisopod. So there we go with the N. I'm going down to 3 cards. I just need V-Seeker, and I need to my opponent miss opportunity to maybe accelerate his Ninetales. So far I didn't see a single Aqua Patch, which is just confusing. Okay, so first Aqua Patch, and he have a Abyssal Hand. Oh, there's a second Aqua Patch. So my Golisopod is knocked out. There we go. He is just part of the story, part of the history here. Let's say better that. Golisopod is part of the history. There is also a Choice Band and the Rough Seas, and all of those Pokemons actually have just 1 retreat cost. What do I need? I need double Cores Energy. Yep, I need double Cores Energy. Oh, I have two XP shares. Let it be for Sycamore. I hope I'm gonna pull double Cores Energy, because I'm gonna be very mad if I miss one. Yep, this just actually happens right now. I didn't pull a double Cores Energy, so yeah, that's it. No sign of double Cores Energy means that I'm probably not gonna be in a position, unfortunately, to win this game. But still, everything is possible. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna give up yet. Let's see if he can somehow maybe. Yep, he have V-Seeker for maybe Lysander, and Lysander for my Tapu Lele. No, he decided to go with the Mellow. Okay. So, a Beazle hand for only one, which is more than enough to take what he needs. And there's another double Chorus Energy. And Blizzard Edge for 160. Okay, so still I need that Kukui play, which probably not gonna happen. A Floatstone and the Rough Seas makes enough sense. Since I was not knocked out here, definitely gonna play my Ultra Ball. Yeah, he can have Nugget against this Lele in the front. He can have it. I wouldn't do too much even if I was retreating down to my any other benched Pokemon, because he could just, you know, use Ice Blade and Snipe for like a 50 to my benched Pokemon, so that wouldn't change things too much. Really, it wouldn't. So let's see. A V-Seeker for a Lysander, and Lysander played down to my Tapu Lele with Floatstone and 20 damage counters, retreat down to my Tapu Koko with the Choice Band. So he can nags at my Tapu Lele on the bench. That's pretty smart play. Oh, plus he also have that Field Blower. I mean, I can still take a Escape Rope, which can theoretically helps me. But still, teammates, it really needs to be for artillery, and I don't have Escape Rope, so yeah, I think that's it. I think this is it. So a Beazle hand. I can always retreat, but that retreat will just delay a little bit this game, but that's just not enough. Okay, passing my turn, waiting to see what he is capable to do. I mean, I still have Choice Band. I can still play my Kukui, but next turn I can have Jolteon, but the problem is that sooner or later that Flying Flip will just knocks out my Wimpod and probably okay, so this looks like a good opportunity here. Let's see if I can maybe find a Lysander play. No sign of the Lysander play. Damn, shame. Shame on you. Let's go with the N. Yes. 3 new cards, just nothing. Yeah, okay, anyways. I mean, I really need to apply some pressure. So just 80. Wish there was enough for the knockout, but it wasn't. So I could maybe next turn possibly do the one-hit knockout against his Ninetales. So Aqua Patch, a Beazle hand. A double Course Energy, retreat down to Ninetales, one-hit knockout against my Tapu Lele with a V-Seeker for the Lysander, and that's the GG. Anyways guys, thanks a lot for the live stream, thanks again for watching. We'll definitely see you in the next video. You can find the deck list in the video description, just if you wonder how it looks. But also I'm just gonna show you at the end of the video. I mean, I'm happy. I managed to pull 3 victories, I think, in today's live stream and 3 defeats. So overall, 50% win ratio with the deck is not that bad. As you can see, 10 plays, 5 victories, 5 defeats. So overall, not bad for the budget build, for the budget deck like this, if you don't include those Tapu Leles as a budget. So once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. So have a nice day and good.